Hello world and welcome to my channel. This video is on an Oricom solar tyre management system. It does tyre pressures and tyre heat. Well, that's what it looks like there. Hope you like this video. If you do, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Cheers. Okay, we have an Oricom 4-sensor tyre pressure monitoring system. It is expandable up to 10 sensors. The display should be very similar to what it says on there. It does high and low pressure warnings, tyre temperature warning, and it also gives you a warning if it has a fast or slow leakage. Solar energy on top, wireless, adjustable threshold values, real-time monitoring, compact design, visual alarm, audio alarm, and you can convert it from bar or PSI. Now I know this would not suit everyone. If you're going to be lowering your pressures down all the time, would not suit you, guaranteed. You have to take it on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. But for me, I don't lower my tyre pressures down all the time. I only do it occasionally. And it's hot at the moment, so I probably wouldn't be going camping on the sand or anything for at least 3 or 4 months. So, and if I am going to that type of places, I will take them off the night before. It is a TPS 10-4E. As I said, it's expandable up to 10. So you could have a caravan on it with, say, 4 wheels. 4 wheels on your car, a spare wheel for your car and a spare wheel for the caravan. Or you could have 2 spare wheels in your car and 4 on the caravan. That's it. That's what you get in the box. That's what you get in the box. Okay, so I'll open it up. You get the sensor. The sensor's there. Now, on top of the sensor you have a solar panel up the top here, 2 buttons, that's where the speakers are at the back, I assume. A little compact unit it is, very small. It runs on solar, but it can be charged or used through that USB. So if you put it in a place where you can't get solar to it, you can just run it off a USB-C port. And that's the unit there. Below the unit you have, these are things that are attached on the bottom of it, so it doesn't leave indentation in your dash mat, and also anti-slip matting. So yeah, so it won't be responsible if you leave indentations in your matting, so I'm not worried about that. In this box here, I have had a look at it, taken a few things out of it already. Nothing else in there. So what you get is you get 6 of these seals, a couple of spares. You put those rubber seals on your valve stem, put them on first, Then you screw one of these nuts, and you get 7 of these nuts. You only need 4 of them for the 4 caps. Screw them on next. Then you screw one of these on, and they're marked FR, front right, front left, and right rear, front rear. So yeah, they're all marked individually. So then you screw that onto your place of your cap, and then you do the nut up so it comes up behind it like that, and you use this tool to tighten it up. And then you slip the seal up so it covers it like that. Keep the dust out of the thread. Now there's a little button battery in these things, and it's supposed to last 2 years. And this is sends the signal back to the unit here, so you know which tyre has the fault. Doesn't come with a USB cable. I've looked everywhere and it doesn't have a USB cable. So that's in the box. You get 4 of those. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those seals. This is the tool for doing the nuts up. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You only get 6 nuts, sorry. 6 nuts. And then, I don't know what this is. I'd have to work it out. You get a little washer like that. And you get 2 of these. I'm not 100% sure what they are, but I'll let you know at the end of the video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fit the unit. Might do one tyre and show you how to fit it, and then I'll do the others not on video. Okay. Remove the cap off the tyre. The Hilux wheels are a bit different to the other wheels. They're recessed in past the head, so you can't hit anything off it. And I shall put a bit of... So what I might do is a bit of soap here. I'll put a soap on there. Bit of soap on there so I can get it on down the stem a bit further. Okay. Hope I can get that in. I'll get a nut on there. Rear right, front right, rear left and front left. So you just got a thread on the back here you screw it on with. Hard to get in there. Really hard to get in there. I'll have to get something to move it over. just going to get something to move it over. Maybe the spinner will move it over a bit. That'll do. Use the spinner to move it over until I can screw it on. That's on. I'm just going to do this up. It's not up. So that's on. Just going to move this seal up now. Over the top of it. And that's it. So it's all in there. I can't see it, but the seal's on over the nut assembly. That one there is done. Now I'm going to go around and do the other 3 off camera. No use watching all four wheels to be done. So that's how they go. So if you need to lower your pressures down, you're going to have to take them off. And then take the nut off and the seal off, and then put the cap back on. So, yeah, so that's what I'm going to have to do the day before if I'm going to go onto sand areas or rocky areas. I forgot to mention that this unit comes with a comprehensive user manual, tyre pressure monitoring system user guide. And when you open it right up, it's got all these instructions on what everything is. Goes right through here, the installation, what to do with the installation, dustproof covers, the spanner, how to use it. So I am going to haven't checked for soapy water yet, so you put a bit of soapy water on it and see how it goes. I'm going to get a bottle of that. So those things I've got here. This washer here. Sensor battery replacement. So you use this here and these things by looking at it to, it's a sensor tool, so you use this and that to replace the battery when you want to do that. Sensor battery replacement. So don't think you have to do that now because it should be a battery already in it. Now on the other side here it says how to use it. So you got to program it, and then the data, and then what it displays, and then you have to push the boundaries that you want. High and low, time intervals you want it to come up with, specifications of the unit there, and everything else. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get some soapy water and spray it on there, and yeah, and I'm going to check it, make sure there's no leaks. I've had the unit in the sun charging while I did the other 3 tyres, so I'm going to put it in there and try it. That's where I put the unit. Take it off. So on the bottom here, you put that, you peel off the clear plastic and you stick it onto the bottom of the unit, and the bottom is sticky as well. So that just locates it and sticks it there. So I've had the unit working for a little while, for a couple of days now, and I've noticed there's 4 psi difference in the front, and there's about 4 psi difference in the back in pressures only. Nothing much to worry about, and they've stayed the same. And as you're driving, you can see that they increase by 2 psi each tyre. I haven't done a lot of driving on it, mainly maybe 30 minutes all told, so they haven't got real hot. So yeah, I did notice they did gain a couple of psi each tyre. So that's the unit there, and it's in the sun. I'll just push it over here. Yeah, so that's where I've got it, just sitting there in the sun, and I can still see it from when I'm driving. I'm going to have to sit down and play with the lower and upper pressures, because if it is going to rise on a long trip, it might give me the shits going off, beeping. But yeah, I think I've only got the low pressures to 30 and the high pressures to 63 or something. And I have got the back rears at around 50 and the fronts at 40. So yeah, I just got to have to play with it. But that's what it looks like there, and it's working in real time as you're driving. So but yeah, I'll just have to test it over a few weeks and see how it's gone. Or on a long trip for an hour or two. Okay, a bit hard to see, but that's the tyre pressures and temperatures and things like that after a 70-kilometre drive on the highway. The pressures have gone up a little bit, about 3 psi in each tyre after 70 kilometres, so that would probably be at maximum temperature, I suppose. And it is summer in Townsville, so that's the real-time pressures and temperatures. Okay, I just come back from Belgale Beach. About 45 minutes of driving on the highway. I suppose about 75 kilometres to my place, and that's what the pressures are now, and the temperatures of each tyre. It's increased by about 4 psi per tyre, roughly. It has cooled slightly when I pulled up. So you can see them there, the front left. This is recorded on my iPhone, of course. Very hard to stop it from shaking. Yeah, that's it there. There's so 40, 46, 52 and 58. Yeah, so roughly 4 psi per tyre it's recorded, so could go up higher if you're on a longer trip. So yeah, something to take notice of about pressures and tyres. Normally I run the fronts at 40s and the back at 50. But yeah, that's the tyre pressure monitor. Okay, to summarise it up, you get a box full of the instruction manual, a packet of block nuts, a spanner and seals for your valve cap stems, valve stems. You get the tyre pressure monitoring unit. You get some anti-slip matting, and you get the 4 valve stems which you screw onto the wheels. You get 4 of those as well, and it has an alarm there for high pressure, low pressure, and also temperatures. It does the temperature monitoring as well, all wirelessly through your unit, so you can check on your tyres, and if you get a leak you can save your car before the tyre actually blows out. That's the idea of using it. You also get a good instruction manual that tells you step by step what to do and what else to look out for, how to program the unit and everything else. That's a fairly detailed manual. It's solar powered as well. There's a little solar cell on top. You can also use a USB-C cable to USB to charge, to run it, or to operate it if you wish as well, when you're in places where there's no sun.